Hi everyone, today we are going to see a fifth experiment of a web exercise. Our fifth exercise is done by using JavaScript, DOM elements and events. So this is a coding for a fifth exercise. In fifth exercise we have to do carry on 5 sub questions. First one is to find the shortest and the largest string. Second one is to make a garden. Third one to see the number of heads and tails when we flip a coin. Fourth one for a pizza delivery, and the fifth one is a currency converter. And the sixth one is we have to check the height of our whether we are underweight, overweight, etc. Now we'll start as usual. We are making it's an HTML file. There will be header will be there, HTML tag will be there, meta tags, body tags. Now in our h3 header 3 we are first finding the shortest and largest string, in this we are entering the string first. After entering the strings, the input type is used as text button over here. The placeholder inside, that means that inside the text box hello will be contained there. There's a button provided, after entering the text, when we click on that button we'll get the output as desired. Over here we'll get the largest string and the smallest string. Over here we are using JavaScript, and the syntax of JavaScript is script type equal to text JavaScript function. The function name is word over here. Variable string equal to document.getElementById. It is used to get the value. Over here we are splitting the string by using the str string.split so that we can compare it easily. Our maximum and minimum is assigned as a of 0. Now we are checking the conditions. For that we are running a loop first. For variable I equal to 0, I is greater than a dot length I plus plus. If the length of the array is greater than the maximum length which has been provided, then it is a maximum. Then the maximum element will be a of I. If not, the minimum element will be a of I. Over here, document.getElementById. Get element by ID, S1 and S2, the string 1 and string 2, the maximum and minimum values is being printed. Now we are closing the script and our JavaScript for this particular subpart. Our second is for a BMI calculator. Over here we are entering our weight in kg, height in meter, and then we are calculating. We are assigning our W and H as pass float. We are assigning these two. We are declaring these two variables. Then a variable BM is declared, which is used to storing the formula. A formula is stored over here, and over here we are comparing it with the conditions. If it is greater than or equal to 18, it's underweight. Else it is less than 18 and greater than 25 and or equal to 25, it's normal. If our BM is less than 25 and BM is greater than or equal to 30, then it is overweight. If it is less than 30, then it is obese. And the script will be closed. Now our third question was about a fruit farm. Over here we have to create the number of rows and columns for the farm to come into picture. The number of rows is being assigned, a number of columns, the input type is text, and the ID is given as rows and columns respectively as per the given, whether we are considering it for rows or we are considering it for columns. Our button is used as on click. Now we are starting from here script. A function is grow over here. The number of rows and columns, the variables are declared using parse int. A loop is run for each row. For rows it is I, for columns it is j. For I equal to 0, I is greater than rows, I plus plus, it will get the number of rows will get incremented from one row to the second, from second row to the third. The same goes for columns. Over here then we have to generate a farm using this rows and columns. So to distinguish between the number of rows and number of columns, math.floor is used because it is used to assign the value. Now over here our if condition is used. If flower is equal to 0, then we have to set this particular image. If it is equal to 1, then this particular image. Now we'll using document.getElementById, we are displaying the value, and we are closing the script for this. Now comes a tossing the coin. For tossing the coin, a number of heads and number of tails are given, S3 and S4. We are taking a div ID as flip. We are creating a script, JavaScript. We are considering the value of B1, and we are using add event listener. That means whenever a coin will be flipped, it will be the event. So based on the event, the total number of heads and the total number of tails will be calculated. The function used over is flip, and the variable first is initialized, head is initialized to 0 and tails is also initialized to 0. Now in here again we use math.float because we don't know the exact number of countings, and the math.float will help us to count the number of heads and tails. Over here we are using the switch case. For case 0, first we are using the switch, first we are using for heads, and the second one we are using for tails. Case 0 is for heads and case 1 is for tails. After each switch case we are using the break button, breaks keyword. Are closing a script tag over here. Our next one is for a pizza delivery. Now we are assigning, we need 3 variables like small, medium and large size pizza. For that we are creating a text box. Then for calculating the tip, label is used. Label tag defines a label for an input element, and it is used to provide usability improvement. Like it is an improvement of what we use, and it is more reliable. So we are using label. Radio buttons are used, and for each, for 10%, 15%, 20%, based on how much tip we want to give. Now the button is used as submit, on click pizza. When we calculate it, our total amount of money will come, how much we have to pay. The function used over here is pizza. Now for small, medium and large, these are the 3 variables that have been declared or assigned over here. % is being used. Now variable price equal to small into 100 plus medium into 200 plus large into 400. The cost is being calculated over here. The tax is being calculated as variable tax equal to price into 0.09, that is 0.09% is the tax. Price equal, now what will be the total price after including the tax? It will be price plus tax. Now we are even giving the tip, as we saw, in between 10%, 15% to 20%. Variable tip, it will add tip to the given amount. Now we will display the total cost which will come. Now we'll run this program and check the output. Over here, this is the first one to calculate the shortest and largest string. I'll add my name to it, and when I'll click it, the largest string is Shrishti and the smallest one is string. Now I'll enter my weights in kg, and I'll put my height as in meters, so 1. Then I'm calculating. Now I'm obese, and that's not exactly mine. The number of rows is 2 and number of columns is 3. So over here we will get 2 rows and 3 columns, as you can see over here. Now the currency converter, I'm converting 100 rupees to $100, and when I calculate, my answer will be $1.5. Now about flipping a coin. When I flip my coin, I get 1 tail, and when I flip it again, I'm getting 1 head because it got flipped twice. 1 head and 1 tail will come. Number of small pizza I need is 1, medium pizza I need considered 4, number of large pizza consider it as 3, and I'm giving 15% of tip. Now when I calculate my order, my total cost will be 4,136.55. This is actually based on whatever formulas we used in our coding. It is based on that. This is the end of our 5th experiment. Thank you.